how is it possible that Nigeria is going to qualify for the World Cup or Nigeria is not going to the World Cup?
If we should win our 4 games, 12 points plus 7 points will give us 19 points. So we have the chance of qualifying, and including the fact that we are playing South Africa in South Africa.
I don't think we can qualify. I have to be realistic here based on what I've watched.
Yo guys, welcome back to Football Banter. And like you know and already know, the banter continues. Today promises to be a super exciting time here with my guys in the studio. Ebuka, the #1 Barcelona fan, and Coach David Fred, the #1 Real Madrid, the captain of the White House. Today is going to be Bass. But first, we're opening the floor to talk about the Super Eagles. Now, what happened in the weekend, like during the break? Like it was quite disappointing for the Super Eagles against the Zimbabweans, and that has raised so many questions about Nigeria's chances of qualifying for the World Cup. So we're going to be talking about, how is it possible that Nigeria is going to qualify for the World Cup or Nigeria is not going to the World Cup? Because we saw from Osimhen's reaction, all is not well. So we're going to take the time now to dissect that and analyze it to see what the chances are. Okay, I'm going to be hearing from Ebuka and Coach. Let's dissect, use our calculator to check how it could be. Coach behind the stage said Nigeria could qualify if they win all their matches. But then the other guys, they would also have to play their matches as well. So what do you think? So, Coach?
No. We should understand something. A game of football is, like I said, it's always round, and it's round for everybody. The fact that we had to draw, against
Zimbabwe,
it doesn't mean there's no possibility for us qualifying. We still have a chance to qualify. Remember, in order for us to qualify, we need to win every game.
Because what position are we on the table?
We are fourth on the table.
Fourth on the table?
Fourth on the table, yeah.
So,
and we have 4 more games to go. And we're having 7 points. 6 points, sorry. Is it 7 points?
But the chances of qualifying is very slim.
Yeah. Even the Bible says that the camel can go through the eye of a needle, so we can still do it. The issue, we just need to be focused and take every match, knowing that we are the giant of Africa behind our brains. Put it in, chip in the effort, and go for 3 points. It's normal if we beat South Africa, because South Africa is currently leading the pool with they're topping the table with I think 12. I think is it 12 or 10 or 10 points? Yeah, I think 13 points, something like. I had 13 points, I think so. And then the second should be I think Benin.
Yeah, Benin, then Rwanda.
Then Rwanda with 8 points, and then
Nigeria.
Nigeria with 7 points.
Then I think Lesotho, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Zimbabwe is topping the relegation there. So I think if we should win our 4 games is 12 points, right?
Yeah.
So if we should win our 4 games, 12 points plus 7 points will give us 19 points. So we have the chance of qualifying, and including the fact that we are playing South Africa in South Africa. You understand? Which is possible. If they went out to win a game, they went to win an away game, why can't they lose a home game? That's why I said football is round. The fact that South Africa is up there doesn't mean we can't beat them at home. You understand? And I would like to call on our Super Eagles player to stop, showing some signs of frustration and kind of that. Nothing is lost yet. It's not over until it's over. Yeah.
Coach, do you really believe what you said, Nigerians are the giant of Africa? Do you really believe that Nigerians in any way, shape or form are the giants of Africa football?
Why not? Currently, in Africa, Nigeria, we have the highest super players, the highest number of super players.
That doesn't make you giant.
Out there.
What trophies do you have to show for that?
Let me come in. We have Lookman won the Europa League. Osimhen won the Scudetto with Napoli before moving over to Galatasaray, who is currently topping the Turkish league. And we have in the likes of, Iwobi and the rest, and cool. They play in top clubs, in top elite clubs out there. And if you look at the number of players playing in foreign clubs, number of African players playing in foreign clubs, you find that Nigeria supersedes every other country.
Okay, so in terms of talent, Nigeria is giant, but not like in terms of trophies won as a team in Africa.
No, you need to understand something. Like I always say, I get them before no be property. Na archives.
Okay.
You understand? Now, currently, we are getting towards something. We missed winning the AFCON, the past AFCON. We were finalists, good and fine. It's a step. You understand? And now we are behind picking up a qualification ticket for the World Cup, which is but normal. Football at times will not place smile on you. It's but normal. Football at times will not place smile on you. But you have to place smile on football all the time. That's why I said that our players should not give up. They should not show any sign of frustration because nothing is over yet. Until it's over, it's not yet over.
Okay. Until it's over, it's not yet over. But we need to take a deep dive into the performances of each player, the players on the pitch, on the match between the Super Eagles and the Zimbabweans. Ebuka.
Look, see, first of all, I don't think we can qualify. I have to be realistic here. Based on what I've watched, based on what I watched in our last game against Zimbabwe, and even in the game itself before at Rwanda, yes, we won. Was he a 5-star performance? Was he
convincing enough?
It was not convincing, and I expected us to now go and be more convincing against Zimbabwe. Then we went back to ground zero. You see, I don't know, but if our players cannot be consistent in their performances, if they cannot give us what they give in their club side, then we don't have any chance of qualifying, number one. Also, if these guys can't play well, play well, okay, they have the names here and there, yes, but when they come to play for Nigeria, I don't see them play well. Come on, look at that game. I expected more from Ndidi. I expected more from even the captain, Trust Ekong. He was part of the people that lost concentration that made us consider goal. Indeed, the captain, the chief in that of that incident. And then even during our attacking play, when we were looking for goals, I could only see Oli Osimhen showing that urgency and trying to just work out something. If you notice from, I think the first 20 minutes of the game, he had 2 more chances that the goalkeeper had to make a very good save. Had to just make good saves to save the ball, and it was very difficult for him. And
what about players like Moses Simon?
Yeah, I'm coming there. Chukwueze, nothing, ghosted in the game. Moses Simon, I don't know which kind of Moses is Moses Simon, because if that guy was the Moses that led the Israelites, they will not cross the rest. There's nothing that guy can cross.
Yeah, what did you say again?
Moses Simon, if he was an Israelite, he will not cross the rest.
You will not cross the rest?
Because there's nothing that he can cross. Oga, just cross ball. Just cross ball. No. It was even hard for him to beat the guy that he was going 1v1 with. On numerous occasions, the guy was winning the contest. And I expected more from Moses Simon because we know him to be a player that can beat any player. In his club side, he does that very well. But Lukman didn't even give me what I expected.
Do you think the coach played them off position?
Yes, he also played some players off position, like Iwobi. Yeah, I expected to see Iwobi in that left midfield, left wing instead of. Yes, also. But the coach is new.
He's new and he's trying to
maybe he's trying to find something. Yeah. Maybe he saw a little qualities of the players, but he does not know that, okay, this. And I just expect him. I will just send a message to Erichel. Maybe Erichel, if you can see this, just play the players in their normal positions that they play.
For now, just so that you can get over the line.
Let's get the result.
Then you can now start.
I feel indeed she won't go to the defense and help us play from behind the defense, because we don't actually play well from behind. Yeah, and Rafael Idika, Rafael Idika, it should be starting. That guy is doing well for Club Brugge.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he is not starting. The guy is good. He's an engine. He has legs in the midfield. So, and with all that, South Africa, they are on fire. See, South Africa are on fire, and I don't think we can beat them at home. The highest we can get is a draw. Even if we win them, there's still 3 points because yes, people are shouting, South Africa they will need to they are going to cancel their 3 points. Now they have not cancelled the 3 points. Do you think they will cancel it? Because it's supposed to be an automatic cancellation? They're supposed to cancel the 3 points automatically, but it didn't happen.
So if the officials, if the governing body did not make it a thing, then it won't stand.
And nothing will happen.
No, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
So that is it.
Rather than banking on on other people's downfall, why not just play your game and get the best of the best results?
They can't even get the best again.
Because
the highest you can get now is to go to the playoff, and it's not even a 50-50 chance.
Why coach is trying to be optimistic about the chances of the Super Eagles making it through the qualifiers? I do not see that possibility because the other guys, the opponents who are going to be playing, they are not there to joke. It's not a fluke that South Africa is topping the group. Neither is it a fluke that Benin is on second position. So you could see the level of preparation these guys and investment these guys are put in, which compared to what we have put in does not. In fact, we're not serious about making it to the World Cup. Yes, we have all the stars, all the array of stars with international accolades and all that. But when it comes to the Super Eagles as a team, we always fall short. And our governing body, which is the NFF as well, has not been helping matters, especially with the late appointment of coaches, and not knowing how to really, really draw up a calendar for the year, the footballing year for the Super Eagles. And I think that has really affected our preparation, both for the Nations Cup and for the World Cup. We always come late to the show.
No, I remember I once said here that Eric Chell, when he was appointed, I said something here that do we think that this guy is going to change water into wine? Because I believe that when two teams are playing, two teams perhaps of equal capacity, what matters is who wants that point more. What matters is who wants the point most. Now, Eric Chell is like any other normal human being. I know he made some blunder in the game, and it resulted to what it resulted. But we should also understand that he had a draw. You understand? It came at the dying minute. You get it? It can happen in football. It can happen anywhere in football. Now, Ebuka, you are saying that that Eric Chell, that he should play the players. Perhaps he's trying to see something. At this point in time, I said it here, that at this point in time, there's nothing there's nothing to see. It's to play. And Eric Chell is not going to bring some new players. It's the same players that a Guavon used. It's the same players. And I asked a question. Was it a question of tactic? You remember? There's an episode I asked, was it a question of tactic? Or is it a question of the players not putting in the right form for the game? I asked that question here. And what was the response?
Yeah.
You remember? Do you remember?
I remember that.
I asked it. And I knew where I was getting towards. I know some of you will say that coach is this, that coach is that. But that's it. When coach is saying something, keep your ears and listen very well. It's not about changing the coach. You understand? It's about the players being in the right form, having the right frame of mind, the right set of mind to go and galvanize themselves, tell themselves that we need these 3 points because we want to go for the World Cup. And so you happen, and so it happened, and it will happen. And if we don't do that, we'll find ourselves in this running, getting calculator, begin to plus one, minus one. If South Africa win, if South Africa should draw, if South Africa should, if Benin should do this, we shouldn't be getting into this point in Nigeria. And the NFF, I'm talking to you people, and we shouldn't be getting to this level of going to punch calculator, checking points. This man, if he should drop a point against Rwanda, or if Lesotho should go and beat Benin, or if this, it doesn't work like that. They say a stitch in time saves 9. Remember, a stitch in time saves 9. The earlier, the better. You all started at the same time. They say you lost 3-0. The field was slippery. The field was slippery too for the opponent. It was not only for you.
Okay, so coach, if you even look at it, let's assume that Nigeria doesn't make it in regular play time. On the playoff, do we even stand a chance in the playoff?
If we keep playing this way, then I'm afraid that even the playoff, will be outplayed too.
You played on
Because I don't think because that playoff, there's no 50-50 chance.
We are not yet even in the playoff. So let's talk about
they are going to be teams that it's not that they are not good, but because of where they competed, they could not qualify through a direct. So they will not get to the playoff, and then maybe you go and face a team like maybe Norway. Or face a team like Colombia right now are not actually sitting very good in their qualification in the standings in South America. But what if that kind of Colombia now end up going to the play and they give us Colombia? They will Colombia us. See, they will run us Colo. They will destroy.
all right.
Because the problem is not even there. That's the problem why we are still lacking behind. That's the problem why we keep running after.
We will need to play playoff here first in Africa before you now go to the World Stage playoff.
The problem with us is that we always see ourselves there when we are not yet there. We are talking about playoff now. We don't even know if we are going to qualify for the playoff. And that's the same thing before the kick-off of this campaign, this World Cup campaign. We already saw ourselves qualified. Now we are struggling with calculator punching one figure to the other, checking whether South Africa did they draw, Lesotho did they win. This one
it's always the usual. It's always the usual pathway for Nigeria and for the Super Eagles, and it's not a good place to be. I look forward to when we would actually go beyond this level and actually get into competitions and go for the kill, and without having to punch calculators and start doing permutation and combination before we qualify for a Mundial or a tournament. What do you guys think? We would like to get your engagement and your comments about this conversation. If you have any opinions you like to share, the comments section is open. Fill it up. Let us know what you think. And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you always be the first to know when Football Banter drops. And also, we have something good coming up for you guys who've been engaging in the comment section, who've been commenting. It's going to be fun for you guys. You stand a chance to win amazing prizes on Football Banter. And so for all the people who've been regularly engaging with us on the comment section, we see you, we know you, and in no time, we're going to also reward you and say thank you for always engaging on the show and being a part of the show. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode. Ciao, ciao.
Football Banter.